my journey where I had grew a disdain for Wayne just because I start listening to everything. Like I start maturing as a human, and I'm like, damn, this nigga wasn't talking about nothing for a long time. And
I
like,
think
get
that's
you.
what
I
his
asked him about
argument
that.
was.
He
and,
said,
like
yeah.
as someone who like grew up in these communities
Right.
and grew up with homies who I seen want to be bloods because
Mhm.
they following Wayne and want to be gangster and want to shoot all the gun bar and shit.
Right.
Like I've seen the negative that he contributed to the community, and I had to look like, man, what are the songs where he really talked about something and gave? And out of 1,000-song catalog, you know, it's minute on this end.
It's like Georgia Bush.
And
Right.
that do bother me. Tie My Hands.
That's
One
what
of
I
the
was gonna
greatest
say.
records
Tie
ever,
My Hands
right?
is the only one I
And
can
that
think of.
and that's the thing. It's like if I hug you once, but I slapped the shit out you 1,000 times, you know, your affinity for me, you know, you're probably gonna remember me for this. And a lot of people don't, you know, as I mature, a lot of my old favorite artists, I'm now like, damn.
Yeah.
Like I love you because I learned how to rap to you, but when you look at the contribution, it's like, man, you're probably gonna remember me for this.
LaRussell, I saw what you said about Wayne, and you was a compromised Rock Nation sellout lame bitch for real. How you gonna call yourself a Wayne fan, then turn around and say Wayne don't be saying nothing and saying he only got one conscious song? Nigga got plenty conscious songs. You just ain't listening. You just everything such a punchline and such a double entendre move. Right?
All right, so basically, this got hot quick. The popular West Coast rapper LaRussell, he did an interview, and he was basically the conversation ended up about Lil Wayne and other rappers, and they was asking about the state of music, and he basically said that, you know, he loved Lil Wayne, he's a hell of a rapper, phenomenon, but he said as he got older, he realized Lil Wayne wasn't really talking about anything serious. So I want to know what y'all thoughts on it, man. Do y'all agree, disagree, and why not?
No, Wayne wasn't no Tupac. When he rapped, he would not know Dear Mama, you know, Brenda's Got a Baby type rapper where he telling stories and stuff like that. He really is spitter. To me, one of the hardest verses that I ever heard in my life came from Lil Wayne. So for him to say that, kind of go the other way, because he didn't have songs where he appreciating everybody who did something for him, you know, everything, you know, on his albums. But he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He not a conscious rapper. That's not his thing. He don't rap shit like Kendrick Lamar or no shit like that. He do him. And let him do him. There's a whole lot of rappers I ain't heard never say nothing conscious. Conscious from Future to all kind of niggas. Like, come on. Like, what are you really basing this off of? So that's just where I get it from. But I have heard Lil Wayne for longer than that little dude have. So
Okay, so I agree with what you're saying about Lil Wayne, right? So, but my question is to you: if it's true what he's saying, then what's wrong? What's wrong? Why are people going at him? If it's true, you just basically you kind of said what LaRussell said.
but that's what I said too, though, that he does. Like, you know what I'm saying? I forgot that damn one. I don't know if it's Carter, but he was just thanking everybody. I think this person, I thank him. You know what I'm saying? But he not gonna be doing damn. Let me see one of Pac's songs where he going that way. You know, he ain't gonna be hanging from a cross. I'm not. Man, that was when Pac was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess my kind of what my question is like, well, if what he's saying is true, then what are the people's backlash? What is the justification for people saying he's hating or he's not telling the truth? Because there are people who are saying it's not true.
All right, I'm gonna say this: that they just real Wayne fans. I'm gonna go to the real reality of it. That he only goes so far when it comes to a conscious rap. He not gonna go all the way out there.
Gotcha.
You know, That's all.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Jay, what's your thoughts?
well, a couple things. Yeah, he's not a J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's not a lot of J. Coles. You know, Kendrick Lamar is kind of an anomaly in a way. You know what I mean? To be able to do what he does and whatnot. People forget Wayne started when he was, what, 13? You know what I'm saying? He's been in the limelight since then. I know Wayne's been through stuff, you know, being where he's from. We know, you know, prior to the music and things. But he's been living a lavish life for so long. So for LaRussell to expect that from him is, one, foolish. Two, you know, you were a fan of his for years now. Maybe you're a little bit older, or maybe, you know, like I said, J. Cole just dropped his album, so now you're just looking for this consciousness that you're getting from a Kendrick and stuff, but that, you're looking for something from somebody that don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm
Jay,
not expecting to say.
I don't mean to cut you out, Jay, but he never said he expected it. He said as he got older, he realized that he wasn't talking about it. He was.
Well, no,
He's
it's
a
not that he's
fan
not
of it.
talking about, but I think he's just doing that to have a talking point. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you listen to one Wayne song, two Wayne song, three Wayne songs, you pretty much understand what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? But him being a rapper and him going, you know, it's like, yeah, Wayne don't say nothing, and I can name a ton of other ones that don't and a ton that do. You know, why are you sitting up here at this point want to point out something that we've known forever? You know what I'm saying? Like even his bars don't make sense sometimes, but they weirdly do. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne's just one of those type of rappers, but I just think he was trying to make a talking point, and that's cool.
So
But
let me
yeah.
again, based on what you just said, if it's a conversation, you can't hold it against him for that conversation coming up. You never know what you're going to get. These questions going to get from the interview, right? And anything can come up, or the conversation can go anywhere. I'm saying if it's true, then what is him being wrong about telling the truth? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I am a Lil Wayne fan, right? But I agree, Lil Wayne ain't. I don't want to hear Lil Wayne when I want to hear something conscious, but then at the same time, okay. So let me give an example. So let's say somebody say the conversation about Common and popular music, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like, I love Common, but I don't want to hear Common in no goddamn club. If you play Common in a club, I'm probably gonna leave. Okay. if I love Kendrick Lamar. If you play Kendrick Lamar in the club, I'm probably gonna leave. I don't want to. I want to hear Future. I want to hear Drake in the club. I want to hear
What club
how.
you going to?
What you mean? I'm going to a club where you jamming and it's dancing and some good music and some
And they ain't
hot
got no
wings?
Drake or no Future?
No, I
I'm just
said
He
fucking
said
with
that's
you.
who you
I
want
know
to
what you
hear.
said. Don't mess with you.
oh, you threw me out. But you get what I'm saying? I don't want
Yeah.
to hear no. I don't want to hear no Yasin being in the club. I don't want to hear that. Not in the club.
Bro, the only people who have ever had songs that are conscious that you can jam in the club is damn near Tupac.
That's the only one.
You can, and if nigga put on Brenda's Got a Baby, Smile for Me, all that, and nigga, it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Like nigga just put on, Back That Ass Up.
Yeah. But again, like Jay said, he's an anomaly. So my point in saying
Yeah.
it is this: why, if I say Common don't make good club records, why would somebody want to trash me for telling the truth? He don't. It doesn't take away from who he is as a conscious artist. So why is it that he's getting flack for saying Lil Wayne don't make
Cause
conscious
don't nobody
music?
want to hear
Well,
you talk
it's a
about Lil
level.
Wayne.
Let me chime
Exactly.
in when
It's
I
just like
can. I
Beyonce
want to
got the
chime in.
Beehive.
I do want to chime in on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can come in. Okay, yeah. So I'm hearing. Hold on. I'm hearing y'all. I'm agreeing with a lot of what y'all saying, the sentiment of it, but and even listening to LaRussell. So I'm gonna take it as I'm gonna do things in a general way. I'm gonna make this like one big fat swole lip. Okay, I'm just talking in general. I look at I want to look at LaRussell, and I don't know much about his music, but I'm just thinking of the vibe of what he come. I'm looking at him as like the leader of this new kind of rapper, this new kind of idea of what a rapper can do with his career. I'm looking at it like that, just a prototype. When I look at that and I hear him saying what he's saying, it makes more sense to me because even as I'm doing it, I'm using the same filter as I'm listening to y'all. And I know everybody on here gonna relate to me as soon as I say this. Y'all gonna be like, oh, hell yeah. So the thing what I feel like LaRussell is doing with what a lot of these newer generation rappers do is that they negate history. They negate the historical value of hip hop eras. There are eras in hip hop. There are certain people that were famous or superstars in those eras for reasons. Jay touched on it a little bit. Dude been in the business since he was 11, 12 years old as an artist. Started becoming a superstar in his like older teenage years and stuff like that. He was already a superstar with the bling bling and all those things. Lil Wayne is the first fucking rap superstar, the rock star superstar to me. He just, that's who he is. So Lil Wayne came in the era that was, there was a little bit of an era that came right before him. I'm gonna land my plane here in a second. There's a little era that came right before him, but that era is the era that ushered all of it in, which I call it the MTV era. I don't know if y'all ever watched MTV before. The MTV era had all these spring breaks and every fucking race of people dancing and hanging out. It was the wool over the eyes. There's no more racism. You hear it in Lil Wayne's interview talking about he didn't deal with racism. He had too much money. He had seen too much shit. And people gave him flack about that because he's right. In the world that he was living in, he didn't have to worry about any of those kind of things because the MTV world was putting on this world for all of us that there was no racism, that everybody's cool, kumbaya with spring break. We got the MTV awards. We're giving out the astronaut. Okay. My point is, Lil Wayne didn't have to be fucking conscious. He didn't need to be fucking conscious. He was a fucking superstar as what he was. And that's the thing that you new fucking rappers don't understand. You think that you're a superstar because you got the lyrics, you got the dance moves on TikTok. You're not even the one doing the dance moves. Or somebody else doing the dance to your song and blowing it up and getting the stream numbers. But no, this nigga was culturally a superstar. He was known for his metaphors. He was known for breaking down a word and using it 4 or 5 times differently in one fucking lyric. That's what he was known for. And he was spitfire. He was this rapid spitfire. Like he was the essence and spirit of fucking what hip hop was in that era at that time. So he didn't need that, LaRussell, and you know that. That's why you were a fan. So yes, as you're growing up, and I do agree that you're maturing, your mind maturing, you start listening to what he really saying. You're like, oh damn, he really wasn't saying anything that should resonate with what LaRussell's message is now for a lot of people to be good people and stuff like that. But that's not the temperature because Rock brought it up. I don't want to hear no fucking Common in the club. Hell no. But we had Common, and we had Lil Wayne, and we had the Brand Nubians, and we had LL Cool J, and we had Puff Daddy, and we had R. Kelly, and we had Jodeci, and we had Silk, all these other groups to filter out what we didn't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's part of my history, bro. That's part of my history.
Hey, y'all enlighten me.
But the point is
LaRussell the gospel rapper dude?
No, you're thinking about Lecrae.
Oh,
Lecrae, all right.
Oh,
you see, I had to make sure.
That's Lecrae. Yeah, that's the gospel rapper.
I'm like, I don't know who the hell this dude is, so let me make sure I don't got with the wrong person. That's all.
He's going through stuff right now because his career is kind of flailing.
Now, let me get some push. Let me give some pushback on it. I think we, and it doesn't mean you can't. I'm just saying what I think. I think we're being too personal with the artist that's saying it. Me, I just hear the message, right? I don't think that this man should be villainized for expressing his musical opinion on an artist, especially one that he actually is a fan of still to this day, right? If I say Lil Wayne was never a conscious artist, then I'm not gonna get that flag, but because he's LaRussell, he is. So I think that kind of sucks. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm
I think
saying
you
it.
would get
Hold
that. I
on,
think you
ain't
would get
nobody
that
gonna.
flack in the conversation. I think you
No,
would
I
get that.
won't. Ain't nobody gonna come on here talking trash to me, talking about oh you got it, you did. Ain't nobody gonna take personal shots at me.
Yeah,
Because I'm not famous.
Right,
So
right.
so that's what I'm saying. It's like, dang, why? It just sucks when people that are notarized can't have. It's almost like if you famous, you can't say a movie bad on the interview, right? They're gonna get trashed. Oh, he said something. He didn't like that movie that a black man made. Like, man, it was trash to me. Just because I'm a popular actor or a popular person, I can't like and not like movies. You know what I'm saying?
You could like and not like it, still going to get the same flag, though, praise or negative.
And that's the point. And to me, I think that's what we're doing to him. Me, I'm just looking at I'm looking at the authenticity of what he said as far as
I didn't do that to him.
It's not a person. I'm not. Did I say king?
You said you think that's what we doing to him. You just said that. You said that's what we doing to him.
It's people on the YouTube, bro. You think if I say we, I'm just talking about y'all?
Hell yeah.
Then stop taking it personal, nigga.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, let me land then. Take it personal. You can take it all you want. You can fix some cereal with it. Now, like I was saying, I'm just focused on the message, and I'm like, I don't see. Okay, because the people that, and then the man explained himself well. That's what's blowing my mind. He said, if you compare how many songs he got to how many songs that like as far as that's non-conscious and how many songs that are conscious, is a minimalist. I get it. I love the example of if I slap you 1,000 times but I kissed you twice, what you think gonna happen? I get it, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
But have you ever heard of a backhanded comment though?
Yeah, but I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he was being totally honest. I think
it's still in the realm of a backhanded comment.
You know what? Let me stop.
It's still in the realm of a backhanded comment.
I didn't want to go there because one thing I don't want to do is shit on one of my favorite artists. But I'm gonna go there since we're gonna play this game. The man talked about killing, doing drugs, sipping, leaning, gang banging. Shut the fuck up.
So what? People talking about it right now. Still, there's other artists you can listen to. There's other artists we can listen to during that time too.
But we're talking about.
But you're not. But Lil Russell's not going to get on here and shit. But Lil Russell's not going to get on here and shit on Lil Wayne's career and what he was doing.
How many times
and what he needed to do?
Let me tell you something, King. You never know if you go on a nationwide interview run. You do not know what they're going to ask you. It
doesn't matter.
Bro, we watch it every day that there's an interview that go viral because somebody asks him a question and it end up producing a lot of energy and volcanoes.
LaRussell has better words. LaRussell has very eloquent words. He could have found some better words.
Also, now you want a grown ass man to hold his tongue like a broad. That's what you saying now?
Nigga, I'm a broad.
That's what we saying?
The fuck? You gonna say nigga can use find some better words? Just gonna say niggas can find some better words.
The quarter
little media yeah, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Media training. Some PR media training. Yeah. Thank you, Jay.
I'm not.
Thank you. Put some respect on Lil Wayne's name.
You ain't gotta worry about me because if somebody asks
it's not something like, down on what you're saying. It's just basically saying, like, as you say that, LaRussell, add on the context of why Lil Wayne wasn't doing conscious music. Add on the context of why he wasn't. Don't just leave it hanging like he just.
The Carter 2
was out here trying to destroy the community
or any of that.
Steve, ain't
like he was just out here to destroy the community.
Did I once say?
Yeah, take a break. Think about it.
Whoa. Say that, run that back again.
I said it's not like he was out here trying to destroy the community.
He didn't try, but he did.
Lil Wayne destroyed it by itself. God damn.
Boy, it's some fronting going on this camera, boy. It's some real
fronting,
boy.
You know, most rappers that can be applied to most rappers, even the KRS One at a point.
Jay, you prove my point. Jay, you prove my point. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. What did I just say? It's some.
We don't know. We don't know what you said.
How can you sit here and say that this man did not hinder a generation? No, his generation is the biggest drug users ever.
I'm sorry, as parents.
Oh,
it's a whole generation before that was telling them how to cook crack.
I'm not gonna blame no artist.
Let me ask a question. Hold on. Let me ask a question.
Let
me ask a quick question.
Listen, see, they
did Jimi Hendrix destroy a generation? Did Jimi Hendrix? Because Jimi Hendrix stayed high, lacing acid in his headband and stuff like that. Every aspect of music or any type of medium, at the end of the day, there's negative aspects. It's not all positive. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be drugs. It can be infidelity. It can be, you know what I mean? So but I get what you're saying, but
Jimi
Wayne
Hendrix
along with his
Jimi Hendrix ain't have no 20 songs talking about smoke cocaine, smoke cocaine.
He had about a good 10.
You fucking crazy? What?
He had a few.
What?
He did not have every song talking
this
about.
This nigga had a whole album called the fucking Psychedelic Experience. What the fuck you talking about?
But the kids didn't know what that mean. They didn't even know what that word was. Come on, they talked in code. White horse. Bro, do you know I didn't know what the word white horse meant until I was in my late 20s and my mama told me?
Are you serious?
I didn't do coke. My mama didn't do coke. But they knew what it was.
But there were kids that did know what it meant.
There's white kids that didn't know. The white kids knew. That's how I found out about
and Jay. And that's where when I go, I agree with King. That's parenting. Because what was your parents doing in front of them kids for them to do it? But my point in case, let's be real. I had good parents. But Kenfo, you can't sit and tell me Tupac ain't have a positive and a negative influence on me. I hate to say it, Tupac destroyed more kids than he helped them. That's a fact, and I love Tupac.
I don't know about all that, man.
Oh my
God! I can't believe you said that.
Tupac put more kids.
I see why he's saying it.
So wait a minute. So you telling me?
I see what you're trying to say because of the thug life thing. I see what you're trying to say. I get this shit. I grew up in it too.
Come on, bro. Ooh, I watched this boy had a whole nation under spell. That boy had a whole nation, bro. Didn't nobody even have tattoos into Tupac? I got my tattoo, because Tupac had a tattoo. Give me a tattoo right there. Yeah, right there.
Damn.
And we talking about somebody I love too, but I ain't gonna take away the actual fact. Tupac got more niggas locked up and killed than he did in college and saved. That's a fact, bro.
Niggas got more niggas talked up than.
See, you playing semantics.
Come on, man.
Jay, see what he doing, Jay. See what he doing.
We talking about music. We talking about artists. I didn't know y'all was taking it like that. Damn, that's fucked up. I had a single parent and everything. I was a latchkey kid. I'm the poster child of a latchkey kid, and I came out all right. I know I'm individualizing like a motherfucker right now, but god damn, I didn't know y'all took it like that. God,
bro, Kenfo, bro, music is powerful, bro.
Get Sexy Red ass out of here. Get Sexy Red. She's catching a stray too. God damn it! If Lil Wayne catching a stray, she's catching a fucking stray. You could have brought up Young Thug. I would agree with you then.
But Kenfo, think about this. If the bigger the artist, the bigger the negative impact too, Kenfo. So you can't say that this ain't true.
Yeah, but you picked on the top 5 artists of all time.
Yeah.
And just tried to bring some on him. You can leave that shit. He not even making music no more. He just going around doing rock shows and shit. Let that man go. Talk about some of these other niggas, man.
But you
I know what you
can't tell people what to talk about.
I know what you saying, bro. But I'm just saying, some people you can't speak on, nigga.
You
ain't got the fucking track record.
You just exposed my point.
Damn right, Steve. You damn right.
It's damn a personal thing, and this is what kills me, bro.
Some niggas you can't speak on.
There you have it. I rest my case, y'all. But see, I love Tupac. But
I love both of them, nigga.
But the difference between me and you, Steve, is that if somebody say something about Tupac that's true, I ain't gonna trip on it.
Yeah.
But you
Tupac
tripping on
became a whole nother nigga when he got on death row.
See, semantics.
Yeah, he became a whole different.
Here we go, semantics. Jay, come on, bro. You see this, Jay? They find justifications, but when it comes to they Lil Wayne,
You know what? I mean, honestly, I think part of it is that Russell's trying to kick Wayne Wesley down also.
Who down? Wait a minute.
What'd you say? Say that
Wayne.
again.
I mean, LaRussell trying to, do what he's doing. Wayne is not seen as the same Wayne as before right now. So he's trying to.
Jay, he's in stone. What are you talking about? He's in stone.
No, I'm not saying he's not in stone. I'm just saying if you're going to go at a Wayne right now, it's the best time to. Right now, for somebody coming up with this is a good time to do it. Honestly, if I was coming up and I was a rapper right now, and in this era of beef and stuff, if I'm gonna shoot at somebody, Wayne would be the perfect person to shoot at right now. To be honest with you.
Now, Jay. Now, see, this is where I got to bring ignorance in, right? And I'm just gonna respectfully to y'all. Didn't I tell y'all this was an interview? And questions was asked that came up where he answered it. So I gave y'all the premise. So why are we saying this? If y'all want to go watch the whole interview, then cool. It does change stuff because what I'm saying is there was no ill intent. First of all, he was the interviewee. He didn't come with the damn questions.
You don't have to have premeditated questions. You don't have to have premeditated. You don't have to have premeditated questions to feel like it's a
no. You don't have
attack or not attack. No. It's not.
You don't have premeditated answers. Y'all act like this man came with I'm gonna say something about.
Would you feel different if it was 50? Huh? Like say 50 said something like that, knowing how methodical 50 is and how he plans stuff out, he could have something preloaded like, hey, boom, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like we do see that all the time in interviews. People have stuff in their head. You ask the right question. Let me drop this off on you right quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If it's true, then I respect it. That's what I'm saying.
I feel that.
If it's true, then
that makes sense. Yeah.
That's all I care about. For y'all to sit here and say what that man is saying not true, it doesn't negate.
Nobody said he wasn't true. Nobody said it wasn't true. You just threw some words in our mouth.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, why is LaRussell being jumped on because he just spoke his truth? And he didn't
because he's not putting the whole context of the reason what he's saying. He's not putting the whole
y'all
context.
Didn't watch the whole interview. Fool.
He don't got enough.
You just showed the clip, nigga.
That's a clip. I watched the whole interview. That's what's
good for you, Rock.
This is why I watched the whole interviews, bro. But I gave you the premise, so you don't have to watch the interview. I told you this was a full interview, and he got asked these questions, which led him to have to answer. Okay, that's like if somebody say, I'm in an interview, and somebody say, hey, what do you think about do you listen to I can't say Young Thug because I listen to some of his music. Damn. Okay, that's like let somebody say, do you think Young Thug gay? I'm gonna say, yeah, I think he gay. I don't give a damn who get mad at me. They asking me the question. I ain't coming there talking about I want to talk about Lil Young Thug being gay.
Nobody's gonna get mad at you about that.
But what if they ask you about homosexuality in rap and then you target Young Thug specifically? But I get what you're saying. But it's like they're trying to say, hey, this is what it is in music today. And you know what? Young Thug specifically is the issue. You know what I mean? Like now you're qualifying it a certain way, which somebody like Wayne, they have such a big following. We all sit up here, whether we like them currently or not, like, hey, you know what I mean? They can go at them. You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't have to media training, he should know, especially if he's doing all stuff, should know what to and not to say. We shouldn't have to. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like, all right, and he knows invoking Wayne's name is going to bring something. Like that's like in politics, you invoke a person's name, you know what comes with that. He could have just been like, hey, music now is not as conscious.
I don't think that's everybody's intentions, bro. I think that's disingenuous. Just assume that that's his intentions, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me. I think, okay, so I'm less known. Okay, you know how easy that would be for someone to put that on me if I'm a lesser known artist and I end up say a song get hot and I get to go on interviews and then somebody asks me that would be even easy to me. The less known you are, it will be even easier for somebody to say, oh, he trying to get clout, he trying to get attention, he new artist. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing's wrong with somebody being honest, and I think, me as an artist, one of the things that I've always been proud of is that I have no problem with somebody truthfully analyzing my music. Because at the end of the day, everybody not gonna like me. Look, my shit whack to somebody. My shit is whack to somebody. That's just life.
Don't
My
analyze
music
me
is
after it been in
life.
here for 15 years.
That ain't, bro. What do you mean? It's still somebody who ain't never liked Lil Wayne. Everybody don't like Lil Wayne because we
That's
do.
true.
What are you talking about? I ain't no Jay-Z fan. When I seen they put him as number one, why I want to go hurt somebody?
You know, I said the same thing.
The number one rap in the world. What? Ooh, I
Now,
was
I would
so
say businessman in the rap world, maybe, but
yeah,
rapper, never in a day.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So the shoes. Rakim in my top five. But some people look at me like I'm stupid.
Bro, I come from the Big Daddy Kane,
Big Daddy
what
in
that
my
other
top
little
10.
nigga was, I got a fraud with a dog in a solid
Big Daddy
cold
Kane in
ball.
my top 10.
You know what I'm saying? I come special ed. I come
Yeah.
from the throwbacks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, it's some things
Yo.
you just can't say.
Say, when I used to ride down Homestead jamming Method Man, and them boys was looking at me like, man, take that shit off. They was looking at me crazy, dog. King, they was looking at me like, man, I don't want to ride with this nigga, man.
I know they was. I know they was. I know they was.
That's how I was back home when I started listening to DMX. It was the same way.
For real?
What's the scientifical
Man,
into the
that's like they was like, what's all this
Nigga,
barking
turn
going
this shit
on?
off.
Ooh,
Want to go to
man.
algebra class?
Kinfolk, my
And you
homeboy
know,
was
it's a
like,
million people that'll say that DMX was harder than a million people that was in the industry.
He's
I
my
just
number
be
one
like,
rapper all
damn,
the time.
I couldn't listen to that shit.
shit, I was a
Man,
DMX fan.
shit. I could listen to that right now.
I ain't never balked that much in my life. I balked.
Man,
I was just
Nigga
balking.
turned into a whole pit bull in the car.
I couldn't get enough of DMX.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how Big Pokey used to have me, man. For real.
Ooh, Big Poker.
Yep. Fighting the mic. Hurt. I'm a G.
Yeah.
For real.
You ain't lying, Kinfolk. All right, so man, that was some good stuff, man. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. We see y'all now. Look at here. I need y'all to click the like button. Click the like button right now. We're giving y'all good shit. You know what I'm talking about? Hit the like button again, goddamn. All right, man. Let's go and get into the next topic, man. Mute your mics, fam.